Traditional monuments tend to be bronze monuments that erect singular, fixed, reduced, narrow narratives. And so I'm not sure that like the solution is to create a traditional monument and slap on a counter narrative onto that. I'm much more interested in how can monuments be living, active spaces in which we learn and process history. Recently, I've just completed a memorial design. It was a collaborative project with the artist and great friend Arturo Ernesto Romo. And we were working with an environmental justice organization called ECR Communities for Environmental Justice. And they really led a really elaborate process to memorialize a space called Sleepy Lagoon, which was known for a roundup of teens in the early 1940s when a young person was found dead after some fights the night before. That event ignited a whole media kind of frenzy, denigrating a whole subculture and a roundup of working class youth. But we wanted to honor that event, but we also wanted to honor the land itself and go take the history beyond that singular event. So within that memorial, it's a memorial that honors Zoot Suit culture and youth culture, and also looks at the history of the land itself.
Something that we have considered seriously was like, what if you just plant oak trees at Grant Park? What if bringing back these trees that have, that invite their own ecosystem is the best monument that we can do for LA? Like indigenous memes, oh my God, so hilarious. But one of the things that always surfaces is like, when folks stop whatever they're doing, whether they're driving or whatever, just to look at a hawk flying by or an eagle flying by. And it's also sad that like we go to these great lengths to interact with, like, and Mercedes is laughing because it's true, that we go to these great lengths to interact with these animals that are part of this city or part of this space, that the best thing we could do is help them come back.
I think there is this kind of internal, like, human part of us that gathers in those places. It also makes me think of Sleepy Lagoon. Like, why was that a place that everyone gathered? Like, who doesn't want to go swimming in the summer, right? It's kind of this human drive toward these spaces that invite us, right? And I think so often these kind of traditional monuments as we see them are not inviting necessarily. So I feel like having oak trees would have this potential of gathering and pointing to something and paying attention to something and maybe learning or reconnecting.